Hello there, this is Ben Fournier, and here's Proverbs 14:12 and cognitive functions. There is a way which seems to be straight by men, but the finalities of it come into the lower branch of Hades. There is a way which seems right to man, but the end thereof is the way of that word that I'm not sure if I can say on YouTube or not. There is a way which seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof are the ways of that word. And it's on and on. Some say that, which would probably indicate the Septuagint translation in between there. Berean Study Bible, there's a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of that word. And here's a reference in Treasure of Scriptural Knowledge to Proverbs 12:15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. And Proverbs 16:25 is pretty much the same sentence as this. In Proverbs 30, there is a generation, 30:12, there is a generation pure in their own eyes, and yet it is not washed from their filthiness. Like in Judges, back when everyone did what's right in their own eyes kind of thing. And, of course there's, what Jesus said here about because straight is to the gate and narrow the way which leadeth unto life, and broad highway versus straight and narrow, which Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and he's the only way. But it's like there's a ton of different counterfeits that's possible to make for any type of currency, but it doesn't matter how many counterfeits there are, it's still only what's real is real kind of thing. Anyhow, though, this seems probably going to be NI. I don't know if it's NI hero or not. Could be NI parent, and then FE hero, and then more accessibility to TE. But this wouldn't necessarily have to do with salvation per se. This is like in Solomon's time. There were some messianic passages, like the first one being in Genesis 3. About the seed of the woman, that sort of thing, which relates to Christ from the beginning of the time there. But this would be probably more about just a similar thing to Proverbs 12, basically, having to do with how others see things in terms of methods, more or less, or it can be like Final Destination if it is literal that word rather than just failing otherwise. But I'm thinking it's probably gonna be FE parent. It could be either it could be swap those out, and it could be INTJ rather than INFJ. But NI seems most probable, so if it's going to be NI and FE, then it would be INFJ. So, or if it's going to be of the extroverts with the introvert intuition, it would be ENFJ more probable than ENTJ. But yeah. Probably one of the types that has NI in the first two spots, and INFJ would be more probable than INTJ. Anyway, take care everyone, and try not to go crazy.